consistency that I have identified with ghost stories. Now, before we begin, I want you all to understand that I believe in ghosts. I understand hell and demons and pain and tortured souls better than most. I have seen ghosts. I have fought ghosts. I've dealt with ghosts. When I was in a Romanian prison cell, in a room, trapped for 93 days in a dungeon, a room in which many men had killed themselves, of course I encountered evil spirits. Of course I encountered ghosts. But the problem with ghost stories, the inconsistencies are that most people who tell you a ghost story would never be haunted by a ghost, ever. I'm going to explain it to you. Ghosts have no interest in haunting pussies. Now, if you're a ghost, you've died, right? Pretty traumatic experience, I think most of us would agree. You then have to find a way to transverse with Aikido across the different astral planes to get back to the physical world. That can't be easy to do. By the time you've achieved this monumental feat, why on earth would you bother to haunt a pussy who's scared of everything anyway? Of course the ghosts come for me, I'm top G. You come to Earth, you reincarnate and you think, I am now basically invincible. It's very difficult to hurt or harm me, and I can cause terror. I can inflict fear. Who's their biggest, baddest guy? Who's the best they got? Let me go get it. If you were invincible, that's exactly what you do. You choose the biggest, scariest target. Who's their number one? Who's the top G? Let's go haunt him. That's why when I was in the jail cell, as I tweeted, I had to defeat ghosts with my Aikido, because they're not completely impervious once you reach my level of power. A ghost would never go through all of this trouble to come back to our world to haunt some little bitch who was scared of COVID anyway. These people are already afraid. Why would you haunt a pussy or a woman? Every time a woman tells me a ghost story, and this ghost did that, and the ghost did this, the ghost did this, I was like, listen, if I was a ghost, I wouldn't haunt some chick. You're scared of everything. One, no one's gonna believe you when you tell the story, and two, you're scared of most of life. You're scared of what you see on the news. You're scared to walk home at night. Why would I bother coming and haunting you? It's boring. I would go haunt the big G. So whenever someone tells you a ghost story and it's a woman or a pussy, just look at them and go, ghosts don't haunt pussies like you. Pussies like you are not worth haunting. You're already scared of life. You're already a fucking wimp. There's no point scaring a coward. It doesn't impress anyone. If you're a ghost, you want to be impressive, right? Hey, look, imagine going home. You're a ghost. You come to Earth, you do your haunting, and you come home with a story for the boys, right? You've been out to war, you come home to the ghost land. You come, you sit down, you get your ghost cigar. You sit there with the ghost guys. Ghost number one, who'd you scare? I tried to scare the top G, he broke my neck. Ghost two, who'd you scare? I scared this guy, some big gangster and mafia boss in Russia, and I made him convinced that one of the people he had killed had come back to life to get him. Cool, who did you scare? I scared a 18-year-old girl. Who the fuck, why? Why would you scare her? What did she do? Nothing, she was just in her apartment by herself, so I scared her. Where's the valor in that story? It doesn't make sense. The ghosts aren't interested in scaring pussies and women, and there's always pussies and women who are telling me ghost stories. Why is it always some little bitch who's telling me about ghosts? I'm like, bruv, I know you're lying because you're a pussy. What I'm telling you now is a true story. Literally, yesterday, some guy was telling me a ghost story, and I said to him, ghosts would never haunt you. Ghosts don't haunt pussies. And he looked at me confused. But now I'm explaining it to the world. Ghosts have no interest in you. There's no valor in the story. They can't sit around the ghost table. They can't brag about it. There's nothing about you that's cool or scary or interesting. Nobody knows your name. Nobody knows your name. Go to the ghost table. Who did you haunt? Andrew Tate. Go to the ghost table. Who did you haunt? Michael Roberts. So you're a ghost. You can go anywhere. You can travel across time and space. You can appear anywhere on the planet. You can haunt anyone. And you chose who? Michael Roberts? Who the fuck is he? Oh, he's just some kid who lives in Philadelphia. Why the fuck did you? Why? You didn't haunt a world leader? You didn't haunt a rich guy? You haunted a random kid in a random fucking house? Some random liberal? You just haunted him? Why? Why would a ghost do that? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't even have to be a kid. I'm talking about, they could be any age. But if you're a pussy, if you're a 30-year-old pussy, ghosts have no interest in talking to you. If you're a man and you're a 30-year-old pussy, consider ghosts like women. They exist, they just don't want to associate with you. They want to associate with the top G. Exactly the same. Same story. While we're going on this subject, I want